What's up everybody? My name is Bo. This is my channel where I throw down some riffs, talk about some gear, who knows what else we'll do. Thanks for watching. Today we have this fun little guitar that I got brand new on a President's Day sale from Musician's Friend. They had a 1-hour flash sale. I got this for $450. We have a Schecter Keith Merrow signature 6-string guitar. This is the standard in the Stealth Gray. The fun thing with this one, the reason why I had wanted one for a while, is it has the cool Predator inlays. I just really wanted to give that a try. I could never really find one anywhere I could try out locally. I've tried some of the other Keith Merrows out. I thought they were really cool. Never bought one. I've had a couple issues with Schecter, so I've been hesitant to pick up another one because of that. But at $450, essentially, you know, an $850, $900 guitar, I could not say no to that opportunity. I jumped on it. We're just gonna go over the specs of this guy, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, like and subscribe. So we've got a swamp ash body, 6-piece roasted maple neck, which you can't see because it's finished. It's got an ultra thin KM neck shape, which is an ultra thin C. And it is just killer. Definitely Ibanez-ish. Ebony fretboard, 25.5-inch scale, 24 nickel extra jumbo frets, lumen lay side dots, very nice. Compound fretboard radius. If you've watched my Jackson video, you know that I really love that compound radius. Again, so we're going 12 inches up top, 16-inch radius at the bottom. Really nice contrast. Being able to hit some chunky rhythm stuff and then get some really nice smooth lead playing up top. I think a lot of brands are gonna be migrating towards this, so it's really cool to see. Ernie Ball compensated nut. Again, if you've watched, you know that I like anything that's not a plastic nut, and to have that on an $850 guitar is just a really cool deal. Unfortunately, this is gonna be one of my only knocks, but so we've got Schecter branded non-locking tuners, and I, you know, am a giant fan of the locking tuners. I'm not going to complain too much since I can pick up some hip shot ones for about 50 or 60 bucks. That's not a deal breaker for me at all. The two-way spoke wheel truss adjustment. Again, the Predator inlays on the fretboard. Schecter Diamond KM humbucker pickups. So those are Schecter made pickups that are kind of voiced for Keith Merrow. The best thing I can say about these is they were definitely meant for thrash. They're fairly harsh for the bridge pickup. Neck pickup I don't mind so much. I think it's got some decent sound on the neck. The bridge is not really my style as far as the tone that I'm looking for. So, but we'll talk more about that later. A Schecter made kind of a hip shot style bridge, which is set up kind of odd, a little bit different than what I'm used to just because of how high it is. It's actually extremely comfortable. I like that bridge a lot. And then you've got single volume knob, 3-way switch, and then your coil tap switch. And then the input jack, I actually kind of like how that is. I've never had one quite like that, but it's recessed in there really nice. It's pretty decent. Here's another thing. This guitar is crazy thin. I really like that. You have a little bit of, like you see this in some of the paper thin Ibanez guitars where the back plate, the cover plate on the back there, it's actually not recessed in because it's not got enough body to be recessed. It's got to sit on the top there. 10 to 46 gauge strings. This is a made in Indonesia guitar. Pros and cons. First is swamp ash body. You know, that's gonna be a nice tone for us metalheads, for us heavy music. But the biggest thing is just it's got a very nice weight to it. Really not too heavy. The other thing I really like about this is the body shape is just a little pointier than your normal Strat type guitar, and then those lines from the thin body just do something for me. I don't know what it is. I just love that headstock. Those headstocks are just really cool looking. I love the shape. Just all the beveled edges. You got a little bit of a, even though it's a super thin body, you still got that little bit of a gut cut fat boy cut, whatever you want to call it. Just all around that neck heel. Really love that neck heel. Very comfortable. Get that upper fret excess. And then the plate for the neck is recessed in there. And you got that, again, a nice little kind of beveled edge right there. Just all around, this is just a really, really well designed guitar. Super comfortable to play. Really nice to just sit down and play. Another pro is going to be compound radius. It's becoming one of my new favorite things to find on guitars. So we kind of talked about the neck size and shape again. Thin C, that is just a comfortable neck to play on, period. You throw in the fact that you've got an earning ball compensated nut on an $850 guitar. Just the value for this thing is just really nice. Tuning stability, even with non-locking tuners, is still really good. I really have no issues with this. Staying in tune, I usually tune it up about once a night while I'm playing on it for about an hour, and it does great. So I'm really happy with that. It's kind of a matte finish, but it's got a nice texture to it. So I couldn't find out if anything was added to the paint or not to give it that nice smooth texture. I don't know. It just, the feel of it is a lot different than than any matte black guitar that I have, and especially the neck. Even though I do really prefer having an unfinished neck, this neck just feels so smooth. It's so nice. The last thing, again, is just the cool. I freaking love those inlays. I love the luminally side dots. Yeah, it's just that those are just really cool features. They're a little bit hard to pick up there, but you can see them. Even the stock pickups. If you're wanting a budget guitar right now on Reverb, these are popping up for like $600 left and right because of all the people that bought them on that 1 hour flash sale, just buying them just to resell them. So the pickups are just not quite what I like. I don't mind them. We are just going to have some fun with this one though. So what we're going to do on this real quick before I go into my list of cons is I've actually got, hopefully in the next couple weeks, coming a custom Voodoo set of pickups coming for this. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put some good locking tuners on here, and a nice set of string source strings on it. So those are going to be the couple little mods I'm going to do on this guitar. And what I wanted to do on this versus the other couple reviews I've done is just do a real fast stock review of it. So this is going to be a stock review of the guitar, and then here in a few weeks when I get the other pickups, it'll be a nice little shootout. Such a nice guitar to play, like long term. This is gonna get mounted on my wall, even though I don't play six string a lot. This is just a fun guitar to play, and I'll probably just use it as an excuse to do, kind of a different style music project. So we're gonna talk about the cons a little bit. Again, just to brush at them. Tuners, I prefer locking tuners. Fretboard, I have a couple little issues with. The biggest issue is just right out of the box, like I almost didn't leave these strings on here simply because that ebony fretboard is dry. Like I could feel that the second I opened the box, how dry that fretboard is. There's nothing cracked, there's nothing wrong with it, but that just immediately just kind of concerned me. Number two, finish issues. It's a little bit hard to see, but this little spot right there, you have a lot of issues around this, or the cleanness of the routing is just not good. This whole area around that spoke hill just looks like crap. These areas, and I've had this is why I sent back multiple other ones, is I don't know what they're doing on the edge of that fretboard, especially down here, but it's like they just gouged the fretboard around those frets. I don't know if that's from trying to smooth out the fret ends, which are very nice. They're very nicely done. They're very smooth. Nothing is sharp. But this is why I had to send back 3 guitars before, because those right around the frets they're just dug in, and it's hard to tell. But I see it every picture of any Schecter guitar that I've been interested in the last couple months, and then it's also kind of hard to tell. But I think they kind of cut a little bit of the Predator inlays off on that one, and I can't tell what's going on, but like these last few frets I don't know, it almost looks like too much glue, but you can see some of it on the fretboard. Something's on the fretboard around those frets. There's just some issues with the binding. There's a couple spots on here that are just kind of the finish is kind of rubbed off a little bit. Just all kinds of weird little finish issues, and that's again been pretty common with everything Schecter related that I have checked out this year. I have a problem with that. If the guitar is over $1,000, I will immediately send that back. For what I got, I knew I was going to have some issues. I was just going to overlook them this time. I've held in my hand 5 different Schecter guitars this year, and they all have massive finish issues and quality issues around, especially around the fretboard. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is a super common thing, but every one that I've had in my hands has had issues. For me, they're all just going to get sent back, except for this one. The last little con that I've got is going to be, but again, I get the aesthetic for that nice little short, sharp, pointy end right there, but I just never really love having the strap bolt being on that spot. I like it being on the horn, not on the back side. It's definitely not a deal breaker, but that's just one little thing that I would rather see. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be my review. Like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys loved it. I really love this guitar, period. Get deals on it. Schecter's got to fix those little quality control issues. It's not going to bother everybody, but it bothers me. This ain't going to get you everything you want and then some. You will really enjoy this one. Thank you, guys.